You want to double down on all those things you were saying earlier?
Yep, I'll start with anti-Semitism.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah, glad to start there.
Okay. Who's your favorite
everyone.
anti-Semite?
We talking originals or the recent remix?
Oh, we're talking historical.
Then pass.
I mean, however you want to interpret the question is like so beautiful.
Yeah, no, but
And
if you got a
unique too.
modern fave,
That's,
like
I mean, no, I don't.
who's in the bracket?
Nobody.
Put it in March Madness. I want to see the anti-Semites fight.
Yeah.
I think
I was
Rife
gonna
Madness.
I was gonna say Walt Disney, but in my head, for some reason, I was confusing him with Walt Whitman.
So Walt Whitman was probably also anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Wait, what is he known for? I know he's like a writer. I don't know that much else about him.
He wrote Walden Pond.
Okay.
Was that Thoreau?
Are you being thorough with me?
Well, you're evidently not being thorough. So
No, I'm not being
hold
thorough
on.
at all. Yeah, fact check me. I don't know.
Yeah,
who it was,
hold on.
Emerson.
Walt Whitman.
No, it was Leaves of Grass.
Yeah,
Fuck,
that's
it was Leaves of
right.
Grass. Fuck, it was
Haley's
Leaves of
nodding.
Grass.
Yeah. Wow.
Fuck.
Wow.
Fuck.
Minute 2 and you don't seem so cultured.
Here's what's
Yeah.
really particularly embarrassing about this. You know how for most like college orientation trips, it'll be like, do you want to go kayaking or do you want to like go on a hike, or you know how you do those kind of trips, like
Yeah.
the 2 days of college.
I did
orientation?
not have those in college.
All right, so in schools that aren't theater school, this is what you do.
Okay. Teach me your ways.
Well, so I said, fuck all of that.
Uh-huh.
Because, as I think both of you guys know, my high school had a requirement like that, but it was the
Right.
Florida Everglades. So I was like, no more brushes with danger for me. And I instead opted to go on the orientation trip that was like, go to all of the New England sites of transcendentalist writers.
Oh.
So we like
Ooh,
went
okay.
to Walden Pond one day. We like spent the night in Emily Dickinson's home one night. It was pretty cool.
I
Did
feel
you bang someone in Emily Dickinson's home?
Just her ghost.
Hey, and she was problematic.
and you were
She
loyal
said
to
some
that
things
ghost.
about black people
As
I
per
was
your
not a
bit.
fan of.
you guys finished hooking up, and she was like, "Can we get our maid to get us some food?" And you were like, "What?" I'm sorry, what? You're from a different era, aren't you?
And you were like, wait, we got maid service? This ghost is swanky.
Yeah.
Do you think that the maid would also be a ghost?
Yes.
I would hope so.
But the food is Costco.
She hopped over to the Aldi.
Oh God, Aldi is terrible.
I know. And I have so many. I have like. I will get Instacart groceries from the Aldi in New Jersey. And they fuck it up so consistently that I just have like this corner in my kitchen that's just unusable food that I have nothing to do with. I should do something about that.
You should get rid of that.
I mean, it's not like, it's not like anything anyone would want, to be clear.
Does it make good decor?
Yeah, I think the Leaning Tower of Coke Zeros is really what's adding that panache to my home.
Hey! We're in the big city, all right. We're making art out of anything, you know. I'm feeling it.
That's what Duchamp was talking about.
Yeah, sure. I know him.
You know him, toilet guy.
Was he?
Yeah, he's always pooping.
He was always pooping
Duchamp,
and pissing.
that's his whole thing. He's always pooping.
Yeah,
And
he's the
douching.
champ of pooping.
Yeah.
That's why they call him Duchamp.
Welcome
Anyway.
to Nosy Meerkats.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We have someone fantastic today.
Wow, good.
On the podcast.
Good start.
I'm back on form.
You're back in form.
And can
I'm
I
back.
get you on record admitting that by calling me fantastic, everybody before me on this podcast sucked?
Is ass, yes.
Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
Just checking.
100%.
Yeah, he certainly doesn't call anyone else fantastic.
No.
That's
Hear
not
that,
his
Meredith
go-to.
Dietz?
No.
Get her ass.
No. Jinx Monsoon? No. Absolutely. No. Disgusting. No.
Jinx Monsoon.
Not fantastic. Name a time.
Name
She
a
was
time.
fantastic.
Name
Never.
a time. Her 2 wins on RuPaul's Drag Race.
I could do that.
I
in my
mean,
sleep.
Catherine's won RuPaul's Drag Race like 5 times. Yeah.
You wouldn't recognize me because I was so good at it.
You were a drag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
You
what was
played
your
Ross
drag name?
Matthews. The
Hilarious Ross Matthews.
Sativa Plath.
Sativa.
That's a great name.
Thank
That's
you.
Did you just come up with that, or have you had that?
I've always
Okay.
thought that if I joined a roller derby league, that would be my name.
Do you have to
Okay.
change your name in a roller derby league?
Maybe they just made that up for the movie with Elliot Page.
Oh my God! Wait, I saw that movie. It was so good.
It's phenomenal.
I haven't seen it.
Whip it.
You should see it. He's fantastic in it, and it's a really good movie. I think it's Cameron Diaz directed it.
It is Drew Barrymore.
You got to stop confusing white women for each other.
I can't stop because we're all the same to me.
Yes.
When I'm having sex with someone, it's like I'm fucking myself.
And how is that?
It's better than ever. When I was fucking a Latina, it's like, God, this individuating shit is getting really
Oh my
old.
God, this
Yeah.
this variety of life experience is just so yeah.
Terrible.
But we have an amazing guest who is going to give us some variety of life experience. You know her.
Noted Latina.
Yes, exactly.
Noted Latina.
And you said that.
Can you say that to camera, actually?
Could you say that again?
Louder?
Say what? I never say what.
I don't know. You put a lot of flavor on that word, and I want to hear it again.
I think I abstain.
Okay. You plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I didn't say anything.
And also, who's your favorite anti-Semite?
Ooh, me.
How can you pick?
Me.
Would you like to? Okay,
I'll do the intro. I'll do
Do
the
it, do it.
intro.
Yeah, go for it.
She is the fantastic producer of Coca Cabana Comedy.
Coca. You said Coca.
Is that not what that song?
Copa.
Oh,
Gabby, you're booked on this show.
I really fucked that up. Give it up for Catherine Lindsay, everyone.
Give it up for Catherine Lindsay.
Catherine, you know that you're one of our, despite the Thoreau fuck up at the beginning, you're one of the guests on this show who's been like a real smart person.
Oh,
Oh yeah. You got brains, kid.
I got one or two.
Yeah.
Something rattling around in this old dome.
You know like real things.
Well, I don't know about that.
You also know fake things.
Yeah, I know largely a lot of fake things.
Can you name some of the fake things you know?
So this is, so...
Besides us.
I know... Besides these fake bitches. I know a lot of fake things about Mars, specifically.
Ooh.
Because when I went through my last big breakup, I didn't know how to fall asleep in silence, like without someone talking to me. So I started listening to a bunch of science podcasts, and now I'm not sure how much of that was real and how much I dreamed.
Ooh.
What do you remember?
It sounds like we're just sending Camerons up there left and right.
Camerons.
We're sending Diaz.
We're sending other comedian in the scene, Lindsay. Cameron Lindsay, yeah.
We're sending Bradford. We're sending who are the other Camerons?
David Cameron, ex-Prime Minister of the UK.
Oh yeah, we sent him up there a while ago. He never came
Well,
back.
You get a
never
lot of
hear about
support.
Yeah. So we're sending them up there.
We're sending the
Yeah.
Camerons.
We're sending them.
There's a lot of ice, apparently, and it seems like they're trying to figure out what's going on there. with
Why is
the
ice there? There aren't even immigrants there for them to find.
And you said that. And you said that.
And could you put some more flavor on that? Actually,
Trump 2024.
I'm so glad to be on Two Nosy Meerkats Racist Edition.
I don't know.
You still haven't said your favorite anti-Semite.
For me, it's going to be Gabby Jordan Brown.
Yeah,
Okay.
good. Thank God. I'm opening for Kanye next year.
Oh, but I actually did have a question that I wanted to pose to you guys, which is, if you had a perfect clone of yourself, like you could press a button, a magic clone would appear. This clone knows that it's a clone, doesn't have to deal with any existential shit. And this clone is there to do whatever you want for a day. What do you do with that clone?
She'd kill me.
What, you would have the clone kill you?
No, I wouldn't ask, but I just think she would.
Oh, no. It's not like this is what the clone would do. Let's say the clone says,
It's
hey,
a clone of me, right?
it's a clone of you, but
I'm telling you she'd kill me.
Yeah. The premise of your question is flawed. You're like,
Okay.
And she'll have no existential dread, and she's really cool and chill, and she likes beer and video games, but she's also really skinny and hot.
Well, the reason why I bring it up is because I was asked by a friend, And
Nice.
And then I said
got
what
a
I
friend?
would. I get friends. And I gave an answer, but she was like, "Really? You wouldn't have sex with your clone?" And I was like, "No."
No.
She was like, "I would have with mine." I was like, "Ew."
I'd fuck my clone for sure, actually.
You would?
Yeah.
I feel like that's genetically the same as fucking your twin. So follow-up question. Gabby, if you had a twin, would you fuck your twin?
Oh my god.
Yeah, but only in public.
Okay. Before or after opening for Kanye?
During.
only at your,
During the concert. It's
only at your parents' wedding anniversary,
yes, at which is the Kanye concert.
which is their wish.
Which is their one wish for my mother was like, that artist Kanye is that excellent.
Does she
And
actually say Kanye?
I'm sure she would. You've heard her little accent.
Yeah, that little accent.
My Lukas met my mom one time, and it was like right after the Chris Rock slap. And even like 2 seconds into meeting, my mother throws an alopecia joke out there.
I thought you were going to say in 2 seconds into meeting my mother slaps her.
They were hooking up.
Well, I mean, she asked for it, so
Yeah.
she's like, "This is kind of a weird thing I like. Could you just like get me right here?"
would you fuck
Yeah.
your twin?
No.
Why not?
To make you look stupid.
Oh,
So what would you
takes a lot.
What would you do if you had a twin?
I feel like if I had like a regular twin, like not a clone that I could
As
control
opposed to
and
a
has-
bitch ass twin that doesn't even look like you.
What would I do? Probably live my life exactly as I have, because I would just be a person with an extra sibling. I don't know. I think if that's a better question to ask like an 11-year-old who has hijinks up her sleeves.
Wait, at 11 years old, do you have an idea of what you would have done?
Yeah. I think I would have definitely wanted to like switch for tests and
Like our favorite show, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah, we're actually big twin fans on this podcast.
Yeah. For context, my breakup comfort show has, for God knows what reason, been
I'm the reason.
You are the reason. We were talking about Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I was like, I gotta go back and watch this, and then I like binged it. I was like, this is actually so well written.
It's a phenomenal show.
Really? I've never seen a single episode.
Yeah.
I was not a Disney Channel kid.
You don't seem like you had access to electronics before the age of 18.
Lukas was Amish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is his Rumspringa.
Mom, for my Rumspringa, I want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Mommy,
Dad,
can
for
I
my
use-
Rumspringa, can I get a polio vaccine? Yeah.
Actually, this is
Oh shit.
Dude, Lucas,
Sorry, too real.
Wow.
Lucas churns the fuck out of butter.
Yeah.
I do
I
actually.
could tell.
I've made butter.
He's been
You
making
fu-
his own kimchi.
I do. Yeah, I have 3 different batches in the fridge.
Why that much?
That's a great question. There's no real answer other than just I got into it. I go through weird obsessions. I go through phases where I'm really into making something for a while, and I do it a lot.
Well, yes, I think that's developing a skill.
Thank
you
you.
ever do that?
Not yet. We're waiting.
we're
Fingers
It's so
crossed.
easy to do. It's so easy to do
I-
to make kimchi. You just leave it out for a bit, and then you put it in the fridge. You're done.
Me saying I'm still waiting to develop a skill and Lucas being it's so easy to do is I feel like my entire dynamic with Lucas.
That's incredible.
It's
I
just-
love watching you give us shit. It's my favorite thing.
Thank you for humoring me. You're so kind.
You're so kind.
That is a lot of my interactions. Is just me getting very into whatever I'm hyper fixating on in like that month or two.
Well, I mean, it sounds like your hyperfixation right now is kimchi.
Yes.
And yours is the Martin twins.
Oh my god, those kids are so wacky and funny. Oh my god. When Cody was I sound like an actual child. When there's a bit on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody where Cody decides he wants to be a mime.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
his aspiration in this world. And it's because the circus visits the hotel.
Oh, okay.
And he asks this one adult mime to like be his mentor, but the mime is so like annoyed by him that at the end of the episode the mime, who doesn't talk obviously, screams at Cody and then goes, that was 30 years of a vow of silence broken.
Those Those are such good steaks.
So the way that we started talking about this is I love keeping lists on my phone. I keep a lot of lists on my phone. And one of the lists that I keep is like pop culture moments that like rattle around in my brain. And one of the ones that has been stuck here since 2006 was an interaction between Mr. Mosby and the Martin twins on The Sweet Life of Zack. And yeah, I do address them with respect.
No. I like that about you. Yeah, please, keep going.
The
going.
Martin twins should
Martin
be addressed
twins.
as Usted.
Please, we use the formal Usted. So Mr. Mosby, for some reason, has entrusted an important guest to the Tipton Hotel to Zack and Cody, and they lose her. And he turns to them and he goes, "How do you lose a woman?" And Cody responds, "You forget to cherish her."
It's
I
fantastic.
know that quote. I've seen that.
What a line.
What a
It's
line.
so good.
Whoever was in that writer's room ate no crumbs.
They got so many snaps.
Cole Sprouse has been on like 5 seasons of Riverdale, and not a single moment of that show has ever even come close to the quality that he was being dealt on that 22-minute multicam children's show.
Oh my god.
I think I gotta start watching Riverdale, though.
Well, now I need to watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. You've kind of convinced me. I'm like, this is my new like comfort show.
I would literally throw on an episode after we finish this.
So what we're saying is
I'm
I'm a
okay with-
tastemaker.
We are saying that. I was actually going to ask you what your other pop culture moments are on that list.
Do you mind if I pull out my phone?
Please.
You're more than welcome.
I
I
know.
also am curious if you like, as a tastemaker, if you could like, if you're looking at us, you know our vibes pretty well. What other sort of like cultural shows, bits of media and art do you think that would agree with us specifically?
That's
A bit of a
Lukas-
matchmaker, but with TV shows or anything else.
Have you seen... I think that you would like this because it's so like silly and campy. It's definitely more feminine, but I think that's... I'm going to take a swing and say that's all right.
What are you saying?
I think if you haven't seen Drop Dead Gorgeous, you absolutely must.
I've not seen that. I think I've heard that. I've heard that title.
It's
a movie, right?
Yes, it is a movie starring Brittany Murphy, Denise Richards, and a little baby Amy Adams. And the plot of it is basically a beauty pageant in a small town in Minnesota where all of the sudden they're being threatened with a bomb threat. And it's just like a fun old time. There's many a hijink. There's many a goof. I think you'd quite like it.
Oh, I like this. I like this already. You've sold me.
Done.
Nominated at the Oscars again. Yeah.
I'm going to pull up my...
Drop Dead Gorgeous is also not to be confused with Drop Dead Diva, which is another crazy show about a model who is placed... It's one of those very, like,
In death?
2007, like, fat phobia shows. Like, this model dies, and then she's placed into the body of, like, a very overweight lawyer. As if to be, like... It's what's on the inside.
Wait, what
But like in reverse.
Yes.
What happened to the brain of the
It's
overweight
actually what's on the
lawyer?
outside that counts is what we learned from that show.
So the overweight lawyer, I guess, I think maybe she also almost died and then is revived basically by... I don't know exactly what
I love
happened.
the idea that someone died in a way that the body is great, but the brain is... Someone else died where the brain is great, but the body is just perfect.
I feel like that's kind of how I've lived my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I either
Wait,
switch...
which are you?
Well, I switch day by day. Like, either I'm having a day where I'm like, body looks ridiculous, brain on 0,
Yeah.
or I'm like, I am prepped. I am in the mainframe. My mind is going 1,000,000 miles per second. Somebody stop me. And then I look like shit.
Yeah.
I think what I'm describing is mania, actually, now that I think
Yeah, now that you say it aloud.
Now
You
that
just
it's out
diagnosed
loud.
yourself so perfectly.
Anyway, here's my list of crazy pop culture moments.
Okay. Please.
Let's go. When Jack Nichols told Jennifer Lawrence on a red carpet, "You look like an old girlfriend." on The Simpsons, Marge saying to Lisa, "Lisa, you'll never get a husband with that sarcastic attitude." Lisa responds, "All right, no husband." The way Jack Black sings the word 17 while singing Stevie Nicks in School of Rock.
So hot.
Yeah.
This one's
I'm glad
cute.
that he's become a bit of a sex symbol. More than a bit. I like it.
I'm really attracted to him, actually.
He has been sexy since The Holiday. I
The Holiday!
Such a good movie.
Such a great film.
Such a good rom-com.
Also, so I am a strong believer that one of the Camerons that we've sent to Mars, Cameron Diaz, she has had a perfect career because she spent 5 years of her late 20s, early 30s being like, I'm going to do fun little rom-coms and comedy movies in which I only have to film 10 scenes. And then she got cast in Shrek, got to voice that shit in her pajamas, and never had to work another day in her goddamn life.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. People
I like
who
her so
want
much.
longevity,
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't you just want one role that gives you so much money?
Oh, yeah. Like Macaulay Culkin, I've heard him say, I don't ever have to work again. I got an apartment in Paris just because I wanted to live there for a bit.
That's kind of why I'm
beautiful.
Tom Cruise doing Mission Impossible 32 or whatever. I'm like,
Well, he's insane.
Yeah.
And he killed Shelley Miscavige for sure.
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
Top Gun
So you want to
Maverick
say that
was
to
so
camera?
good.
Yeah.
It was so
Tom
good.
Cruise is my favorite anti-Semite. And he killed Shelley Miscavige, who was Jewish. I don't know if that's true.
She is now.
Yeah. Are there more pop culture
Because
moments?
she's
Absolutely. It's
Yes. Wait, what'd you say?
You said Shelley Miscavige is now Jewish. I was like, because she's dead.
Because she's dead. Yeah, because she's dead. Yeah, that's powerful.
in the film The Parent Trap, when tie-dye girl responds to, I'm so excited to take a nap with, that does not seem like a possibility, babe. And then points to their bunk beds on the roof of the bunk.
Wait, can I interject with a cultural moment from The Simpsons that has stuck with me since I was a child?
Please.
Is when Homer is talking to Bart, and he says, Bart, if a woman tells you that everything's okay, everything is wrong. And if a woman tells you that everything is wrong, everything is wrong. That's
Great.
That's one of my favorite quotes of all time.
When
Another one is when he's talking to Ralph, and for some reason he says, "And what would you like, little girl?" And Ralph says, "I'm a boy," and then he just goes, "That's the spirit." It's so random. It's so good.
I'll say one of my favorite moments before going on to this, which
Yeah.
is just Homer finding money under the couch when he's looking for loose peanuts, and him going, "Aw, I wanted peanuts," and then his brain going, "Homer, money can be exchanged for many goods and services, including peanuts."
Yeah.
But growing up, I wasn't allowed to watch TV during the weekdays unless I was watching what my parents were watching. What kind of a fucked up loophole is that, by the way?
Yeah, that's very do as we do, but don't do anything else.
You
Yeah.
can watch no TV except for television that is explicitly made for and by adults.
Yeah.
So I imagine
you
you watched Sex and the City
and Real Time with Bill Maher.
or
A big
you probably telenovelas, right?
So I did that more with my abuela, I would say.
Yeah.
But my
Okay.
parents, what they would watch was every single night they would do a double feature of The Simpsons and Jeopardy. And I think that has informed my entire personality.
I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
They made
I see
a
it.
grave mistake
Because now you know all these facts.
that are
do.
completely useless to me unless Trebek is putting them up in front of a board, and that's done now.
Oh,
Oh, what's that?
also some fake facts. Fake facts are fun.
What are your favorite fake facts, Lucas?
Lucas's Street. I just combust, my head explodes.
We laugh so hard we start just eating each other.
I'm doing really well. Have you guys noticed that?
Gabby, do you want to just take a lap around the room?
Fake facts. Gabby's not doing well.
Yeah, because I'm doing super well. My mental health is awesome sauce.
How is your mental health?
Bad.
Oh.
No, it's good.
I'm so sorry to your listeners who just heard a shrill canary. That was how I laughed in response to that.
Is that what? Why do you say that about yourself? I don't
You're
think
not
that
a
you laugh
shrill
poorly.
canary.
Oh, I'm a very normal.
You're a very
octaved
You're a canary who's not like other girls.
Yeah.
I'm not like other canaries.
Yeah.
You're
I'm a
not.
woman.
You're out of the coal mine.
Hey, come
Yeah.
on.
But can I
Oh my god, the look of pain in her
Yeah.
eyes.
Are you okay?
Worse now.
Oh, I'm sorry. But I will say this, is that I especially love, I don't like calling it an ugly laugh, but anything outside of what is like considered like a good, I love a weird laugh.
I love your disgusting, hideous way of being.
The way it like makes me throw up, I like.
What's the name of that woman who interviewed Justin Bieber? And was it like
Oh yeah, and she was like,
Christina Menounos, I think it is.
That's a pop culture moment.
That's a
an
pop
amazing
culture moment. An ex-boyfriend of mine told me I laughed like her.
you don't laugh like her.
Thank you, Lukas. Fuck you, Mike.
Fuck you, Mike.
Fuck you, Mike.
Anyway, thank you for coming to my show this upcoming month, Mike.
Yeah. Can I tell you what like a laugh like out of the ordinary I think says about a person?
Sure.
I think one, it says you know what you like and you're in touch with your feelings, and so that's like a guttural reaction that comes out, and that's like a reaction you can have. It doesn't like get stopped. You don't have like shit messing with it. It also says I like myself because I'm not censoring myself.
Or it says you took a giant edible at Caveat.
I was on a show
That was a good
recently in which Gabby and Lukas were in the audience, and Gabby was a really engaged audience member.
Yeah, you were.
Well, it was the kind of thing where I was like the crowd was so uptight that when the edible kicked in, I started getting secondhand embarrassment for the crowd. So every time they wouldn't laugh at something objectively hilarious, like I would laugh harder and be like, "You people are sick."
It was very sweet, but it did kind of feel like my mom sitting like front row of my like chorus performance.
I've been giving mommy.
Yeah, you certainly are, Gabby. You have been given mommy. You have been given mommy.
So
It felt like, it feels like my mom standing up in the front row to applaud after my solo, and then
smile.
I mean, that's how I felt watching everyone. I felt like the proud mom, and everyone else felt like the people in Wall-E watching. Like, they were so, oh my god, it was crazy. I couldn't.
Wall-E, that's so mean.
They were like
Wait, stay
tied
close to
to
the mic.
chairs. I couldn't
There you go.
believe. I was.
Also, if you want to lean back, you can like bring it closer to you as well.
You can do anything you want
You
on
can do
this
whatever you-
podcast. You can insult us in any way you
Oh no,
feel.
I'm not going to do that. Oh, I can insult you?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah, I've been
It's
waiting.
not like either
Roast
of us have a
us.
real
Okay.
kink for that.
You look like you just tricked a bunch of children to come into your house by putting down a line of candy.
I did.
And I mean, I've already done so many mean things of you just in passing, but my favorite
Honestly, you haven't. I think that this is like your chance to say what's been rattling around.
my favorite thing I've ever said about you is that you look like you're a camp counselor for indoor activities.
That's really good.
For
That's
kimchi fermentation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It is an indoor activity.
He's teaching the kids how to churn their own butter.
Yeah.
This is your Rumspringa.
Yeah. And you're gonna like it. Yeah.
Do you think the Amish listen to our podcast?
No.
No, definitely not.
Damn it.
Do you think
Do you think they listen to it on a phonograph?
busting out the AM radio?
Well, an AM radio is still electronic, so they probably can't do it.
Not
On a
if it's
I
solar.
would love. Can we make two Nosy Meerkats vinyls? You put it on with
Hand
a nice
crankable?
glass of wine, and then just listen to me call you gay for
And that's that laugh.
yeah. The shrill.
A limited release, I would do that.
I would do it too.
I
It would
think
be
it's a
cute
good
to
idea.
have like little drop-off spots across the city and be like, who's gonna find the two Nosy Meerkat?
Oh, we
LPs?
could do it like a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
We hide them in places.
Wait, it's like you're really good at like content strategy or something. Like you're like good at strategizing this.
Have
I
you
love
thought of doing
to
this as a
strategize
career?
content.
Yeah.
You know, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
No?
Now that you mention it, actually, I'm gonna get on LinkedIn right now.
Hey,
Okay, that's
I'll
all.
turn it on in like a few minutes. It does that. I hate it.
Your air conditioner.
Stop talking about me like that, Lukas.
It does that.
It.
It
A child called it.
is it the clown or the child?
It's definitely not the child.
Okay.
Because they're multiple children.
Yeah. I didn't read the book, so
I didn't read the book either.
and I didn't watch the movie.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the clown is Pennywise.
Yeah.
But then why is it called It?
It's a 1,600-page book, Gabby. I'm not going to explain it to you right now.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I loved it. I read it during that same manic breakup. I read it in 16 hours. No breaks.
Seriously?
I love how differently we've approached our breakups.
I'm amazed that you can read that fast.
I read, if you're having a breakdown, you can do pretty much anything.
That's
Really?
true.
It's true.
What other
Yeah.
powers can you unlock?
It's kind of like when, a mom sees their toddler under a car.
Oh.
If you give a crying bisexual woman enough trauma, she can read a deeply upsetting book in an even more
She'll
concerning
get all the
period of
subjects
time.
and predicates. Yeah.
She can watch a lot of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. That's all I'm saying. She can really watch the Martin twins do crazy, wacky things.
The Martin twins having their shenanigans.
The whole show's just so good.
It is like a warm hug.
Yeah.
I was going to say one last pop culture moment that I forgot
yes.
to
Oh,
mention.
yes,
Yes,
please.
Which is from the television show The Hills. Iconic.
I think I know the one you're about to say, but you
I
should say it.
definitely have said it to you before because it's one of my favorite moments in reality television history. We're at a party, to set the scene. We're at a party, and the lead, Lauren Conrad, asks her friend, I believe it's Audrina Partridge, she says, "Where did Heidi and Spencer go?" This is a couple she's fighting with. And Audrina responds, "They left." And Lauren looks at her and goes, "We're on a boat."
What's amazing is that's not even the moment from The Hills I was thinking of.
Oh, what did you think I was going to say?
I was thinking about the random dinner that like two people are having, and someone is explaining like how the cosmos work. Someone is explaining black holes and the universe to, I believe, Adriana. And then she just takes a pause and goes, "Wow, it's crazy all of this is happening while Lauren's gone."
I don't know about you, but every time I'm at a dinner party, I'm definitely explaining whole.
I love
There's
Hole.
a quote.
Hole, the
There's a
band, the rock band with Courtney Love.
And the orifice.
No.
No.
Mine needs explaining.
No.
Yeah, what's going on?
Tell us
What's going
about
on in your butthole?
Tell us about your black hole.
Oh, why has it got to be a black hole?
Such a good point.
That's the 25%.
My asshole does not occupy that much of my body.
I've met you.
Yeah, there's not that much space to occupy. Tiny little sweet frame.
It's you're very gaunt. It very well could be 25. Do you know how much of your body your intestines are? It could be.
Oh, I don't know how much, but there's not much there. But in turn, okay, but
Okay.
Lukas just doesn't have that many intestines.
Just fat shamed me.
He said you have so many intestines.
He said I'm just like spilling out intestines.
Yeah,
oh my
he did
god,
say that.
you're going ham on your own intestines.
Did you hear Lukas say that I can't stop putting ham in my own intestines?
I did hear him say that.
Yeah,
I believe he called it
Lukas
perineal, which is
Perineal?
Perennial. Perennial intestines.
no, but perineal is in perineum.
Perunium.
What?
What?
Is
What
that
are
not
you
how you pronounce it?
No, it's perineum.
Perineum.
The
Perennial means, I think, lasting all
Yes,
year.
yes,
Which
perennial
my
is- yeah.
perennial.
We just said 3 different words. Perneal is the Spanish
It's
word
like
for pork.
pork. Yeah. A style of
Perineum
pork.
is the taint.
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
taint involved with all that.
Yeah.
That was
Do we want to keep account of how often over the course of recording this I lose respect for one of my dear friends?
Why you're keeping count at this point? No, but no. A fact about my hole.
Oh.
Are we
keeping
still
count.
on this?
Yeah, do you want to say a fact about your hole?
Yeah,
A
please give us
fact
a fact about your hole.
a fact about my hole. It can sing,
Really?
but only tenor.
I think it's more of a falsetto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're a eunuch.
I'm a.
Have Have you guys seen the video of the little boy in the church choir when they get to the high part, he huffs a bunch of helium from a balloon, and then it's like, hallelujah.
It's not. It's. I love that. That's a great one.
I have not seen that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Something about the Catholic Church that I have to say, you know, I spent many a year in that institution. One thing I'll give us in the pro column, we know how to do camp.
Yeah,
We
you
are.
guys do.
We
Oh
are.
my God, they put on a show.
We know how to give a performance.
Yes.
Do you have a cherished church memory? Right, cherished can mean many things.
I'll share two.
Okay.
One that's kind of broader and one that's like, looking back, I just can't believe that happened.
Yes.
So the one that is broader is that my church was like overwhelmingly Latin American when I was growing up. So we didn't have like a normal choir for the Sunday morning service.
Wait, first say what a normal choir is. So
most,
yeah.
I'm not being like, you know, there's like a normal choir and then there's a bunch of shit choirs.
And then there's a fucked up little freak of a choir. Yeah.
And then there's a little stupid choir. No, so like most Catholic songs, like most Catholic churches use the same songs.
Okay.
And they're all sang the same way. My church said, no, we're going to put a little flavor on that, like Miss Gabby Jordan Brown would do, and said, mariachi band.
Yeah.
So I would show up, like, anytime.
I was about to say that as a racist joke, but I was like, no, don't say it. And I was like,
it's a racist
okay.
truth.
Okay.
When I went to Miami, I did notice that. I was like, God, this is just like the stereotypes.
It's like, sometimes I feel like I need to give people a heads up to be like, you are about to walk into something that you think is a fever dream. No, this is my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, mariachi band, racist truth.
Okay.
And then we would go, if we were traveling or vacation or whatever, go to another church. My sister and I were like, what the fuck is going on right now? We know none of the words. They're speaking in English. What is this? So that was one memory I had. I just liked that we got to do something a little more fun, a little more pep in our step on Sunday
Saucy.
mornings.
I love the idea that even though you do speak English, like you walk into a church and they're like, eh? It's just
Like, I think until I was like 11, I was like, God speaks Spanish.
Yeah. Probably.
that would be nicer. It's a nicer sound than English, I would say.
I mean, I think I would agree. Yeah. Certainly. That was the second is when I got a little bit older. So I guess in middle school, I joined the church choir for the Wednesday service. And the Wednesday service was, for whatever reason, a little more hip, a little more happening. They like to bring in a contemporary song sometimes, which is insane. Like, that's very non-denominational mega church of my
window,
church to do.
To the wall by Lil Jon, yeah.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
How'd you know? So
I
I
was there.
got a solo, and I was so excited about this. I worked really hard, like absolutely tore it up in church. I cannot emphasize enough how much I put my whole pussy into this solo.
Nice.
And then I like decided to go home and search up the meaning of this song. So I'm like, what is the meaning? Bubbly by Kobe Calais. So do you guys know what this song? It is about.
I do.
I don't.
It's fully about just like having a big orgasm.
It's about having an orgasm.
Yeah.
Oh, they come real good and hard? Nice.
Jesus comes real good and hard.
Jesus makes me orgasm.
That's good. I'm glad he did that. At least once before he died.
Finally, he did something.
Yeah.
That guy's been coasting for a long
Fake facts, real
time.
facts. Made you come.
What do we have left to talk about? Oh, I also had a thing at my temple where they gave us like contemporary songs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a hymn called Adonolam.
Or a her.
Or them. And we sang it to the tune of Avril Lavigne's Was it complicated?
Can you please do this for us?
Yes,
I don't allow. I share my love. Beter, cool. You'd see any right. You'd see any right. Behave so cool. Oh, wait, there was one part that like you had to sing it like really, really fast, and me and my sister would like compete over like how fast we'd sing
Kind
it.
of like sing talk it.
I don't allow me share my love. Beter, cool. You'd see any right. You'd see any right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm spilling on your. I didn't get anything on it.
Okay.
That does kind of feel like if my
I'm in
church...
Scandal. Have you seen that
No.
show? When
It would be wine.
Yeah, when Kerry Washington drinks red wine on her white couch as if to show she's always in control.
In like white cashmere
Yes.
throws. Oh,
and then like season 3, she lets one drop of red wine spill on her white couch, and it's like it's all breaking down.
Oh.
That's the end.
TV is wonderful. You were saying?
It's just that I just watched this. I was like, please no.
I was going to say that would be like if my church out of nowhere one day was like, actually today we're going to be doing Alleluia in the Highest to the tune of Fergalicious.
Nice.
I mean, what a better way to draw in young fans of the church?
Well, friends of...
I've been meaning to get into the church,
Well, so-
but I haven't found the bop
I don't
yet.
think there's been a soundtrack for church that has resonated with me yet.
Yeah.
We
I
have-
choose a church by like who's on the aux, you know?
Well, I mean, you'd be shocked at how common that actually is.
Yeah.
To be
Oh, I
honest.
believe it. Well, I've read something about like just how really what has drawn a lot of people to religion or just church is because of the communal experience you get when you're singing or experiencing music together. And it's simply that experience, which is such like a high in and of itself, that is like has been like confused for like a feeling of like belief or sense in like God necessarily, because you're just experiencing that in really intense communal thing.
Lucas, you're such a fucking nerd.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I just used it was really cute. I really liked it.
Lucas is kind of a jock, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah?
A jock of what?
A jock of all trades.
Sort of a Jacques Clouseau.
Jacques Clouseau.
Jacques. Yeah, I'm
Jacques
a
of the Bushfields.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Hillsong thing, like you guys know this beleaguered
The super
mega
cool people.
church.
The super cool people that we love.
I feel like the first warning sign with Hillsong was that every single person who goes to that church looks like they were a popular kid in high school.
There's a great The Other Two episode that spoofs Hillsong.
Oh, I've
it's
got-
really fucking funny.
But
Yeah.
I think what it is, like the appeal
That's
of
Chris
it.
Pratt's, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The appeal of it, I think, initially for so many people was before they were like a plant, or I actually don't know the timelines on this, but maybe like when they were early on, like a physical church, their choir got like really popular, and they were like touring the country, like the Hillsong singers or whatever.
Okay.
And I mean, just like people would like listen to their music in the car.
Wait, are they not a physical church anymore?
No,
They're
like
an e-church?
They're a virtual church.
Yeah.
They're a Zoom church.
Their Zoom church.
Yo, sign up on Patreon.
I really like the experience of just being on Zoom. That's where I thrive the most.
That's where
What if that
Preach,
was
soul
true?
sister.
That is not true. But what if that was true for me?
you want to get online with God.
Yeah. If I could zoom into God's office,
What's
I'd be
God's
like, hey.
aim?
Oh, I love AIM.
That feels like the beginning of a sermon done in like 2002.
Yeah.
With all these children in the audience, with their instant messaging, I just want to ask you, what's God's aim?
Were you an AIM kid?
Yeah, I was. Do you want to know what?
What was your name?
Screen name?
It was
Yes.
Ginny Weasley 123890. Not even one of the popular characters.
I mean, in the books, she's a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
I get self-identifying as Ginny because she's like an ingenue.
She's kind of, yeah, she is.
There's something about falling in love with your best friend's hot sister.
That's kind of, I really liked, this was
Have
definitely.
you done
No, no one I've ever known has had a hot sister.
that? Only ugly ones.
Oh my uggos. Bunch of fours for sisters, if you know what I mean.
I honestly am realizing like I don't know that many other people who have sisters.
I have a
Really?
sister.
Is she hot?
We'll talk after.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
She
about.
does live in North Carolina, so that might be
That's
a problem.
walking distance. You'll get
Yeah,
there.
I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'll go see a Julia Desmond show, and then afterwards, shout out to Julia Desmond.
Yeah.
Then afterwards,
Yeah. Is your sister anti-Semitic? They have a lot in common then.
No.
It won't
That
work
might be a deal breaker.
It won't work
Yeah,
out.
that's gonna
Damn
be tough.
it.
I was gonna riff on that, but then I was like, actually, no, probably can't call my sister anti-Semitic. That she might not like.
Why do you say
damn
that?
it. I'll call her that. I'll call her that.
Only if she asks.
Yeah, I'll call her that
Consensually.
in a certain context. Yeah.
Oh, she's not gonna like any of this.
My sister also would not like this, so
No.
it's fine. I forget what we were talking
me too.
about.
I got hardcore lost. I think we were on Hillsong.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say they're a physical church, but I
Yes.
think that they became very popular because their like music online kind
Yeah.
of had an
I
outsized
see.
effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they have any bangers? Like what are they? I've never heard them.
Apparently there is like one song that became like extremely
I'm
popular.
gonna
It's
look
called
them
like
up on
Oceans
Spotify
or
right
something.
now.
Yeah, please pull up the Spotify. See what
Yeah.
playlist
Wait,
they're
what
on.
song was it? WAP? Wait, what was it?
It was
That's some wet ass parish.
it was
Hillsong United, but is that different? Yeah, oceans where feet may fail.
nice.
So and then they have one in Spanish. Donde mis
Please
pies-
say it louder.
No,
La
no,
mer?
no.
Like-
You'd think I'd be better with my pronunciation.
You'd think you'd at least leave a broken relationship with a skill.
You would think that.
Nothing to add to the LinkedIn.
I'm gonna have,
Your ex endorses you on LinkedIn?
I'm gonna have her endorse me for Spanish. I'm gonna do it.
Woo!
She's gonna.
There's no way Clara's learning Spanish right now.
No, absolutely not.
There's no way. Not to throw them under the bus. I'm sure they could. I'm sure they'd be great at it.
I'm not sure they could. To be honest.
Wait, okay. How is Clara's pronunciation on like a few things? Okay, never mind.
I'm wondering how much I value my relationship. Highly.
we can move on. We can move
but
on.
what I will say is the reason I made that is not even because of pronunciation. It's just because I've made this joke before on stage. Like I speak Spanish and French, and like it's easier to learn Romance languages.
Yeah. Are you fluent in Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Her
Vámonos.
first language, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Oh, excuse me. Okay, go on.
But Clara.
I've met a white Latina before. One of them used to live in my house.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I lived in her house because she is taking the apartment. Anyway,
She took the apartment and you
Gabby,
couldn't
how do
even
you
take
really
her
feel?
language.
I actually feel really grateful that she wants to take the apartment because I basically
That's
only
so
have
nice of her.
I only have a GameCube in there, and then I can leave.
Is that what you call your heart?
My game.
You're gay, McCube.
Stop gaming my cube, babe.
You're playing games with my cube right now, and I think that's fucked up.
She game on my cube till I Nintendo. There, that was bad. I'm sorry. I was really reaching and nothing
Do you have
was
any
found.
thoughts on what he just
No,
said?
please don't add thoughts. I'm already down here. Don't
Do you have any- do you have
shove
any
me
thoughts?
deeper, please. No.
Lucas doesn't deserve thoughts.
I know.
Yeah.
And
Take that as you will.
THOT. That hoe over there. Do you
Yeah.
remember thought?
Oh, do I remember? Do I remember? I hardly know her.
Oh,
Oh.
do you think you're gonna open applications for a new co-host?
Ooh, right now.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn.
I'll
Apply
endorse you
on
for
LinkedIn.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really need a good knowledge of Spanish
Yeah.
to host this podcast.
Those meerkats nosy.
I wasn't.
Nosy.
But unlike like learning languages, I dated someone who was Russian a few years ago, and I started learning Russian on Duolingo just because I was like, why not?
Russian. Slow down.
Russian.
Russian,
really should.
Ukrainian is better.
Yes. Okay. No. Let's dive deep on what just happened.
Yeah, no, please. Give us your 2 cents.
No. I sat in it. You're sitting.
What do you think is happening?
Something bad. Something not good. And I'm here to stop it. I'm going to the...
You're the Wagner
Vladimir
group?
Putin, if I was your mother.
The world would have been warm if I was your mother, Putin. Putin, if you'd sucked on my teat, your world would have been so much better, so much kinder. Now I'm going off script.
Putin, open offer. Gabby will breastfeed you.
Suck on my titties, Putin. Suck on my titties. They sing that at your church?
Yeah.
Yep.
That only on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Wait, you were saying
Which is when Putin comes.
Your joke about
oh yeah. Like I say, like I speak Spanish and French, which is useful if I want to live in Europe. My partner knows Hebrew and Latin, which is useful if we want to live in the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like ultimately those are I don't think if you got the synapses for a Romance language, I think you can learn it later in life. I think it's tougher if all of your language knowledge is in scrolls.
Yeah. I would say that.
If it's spoken by nerds, no thank you.
No thank. My language doesn't want you.
Yeah.
But I be
my language is
day.
fuck.
Your language is what?
They fuck.
Your language is fuck.
The languages you speak fuck each other.
Well, I mean, I was
your
more doing
fucking
like
languages.
You have sex with language?
Okay, Lucas, do you think that you were on an equal level with these languages?
Yeah.
I mean, I love learning a new tongue.
Are you leaving? Yeah.
One nosy meerkat.
One nosy meerkat, one dead meerkat.
Oh no!
I know.
That was my asshole.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
You're
beautiful.
And I'm donkey.
I was waiting for that.
What do you think of State of the World, Catherine?
Bad.
Whoa. Yeah. Moving on.
Oh my god.
What do you think will make it better? No. What were you gonna say?
Another wildfire? Where do you think it's gonna happen?
To all of it?
No, just like where do you think the next wildfire is gonna happen? That's gonna give us a lot of smoke.
Give us a lot of smoke specifically, or just another major wildfire?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Boston.
Yeah.
Burn it down, baby.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Boston. Okay.
It's been enough with them.
I think it's enough of Boston.
It's just enough with them.
Yeah, enough of Boston.
Have another tea party. Do something.
And I'll double down on that. Yeah, what the fuck have you done since 1770, my dick?
Yeah.
Say that.
Besides Ryan O'Toole. Otherwise, you've done nothing.
Oh, king shit.
Yeah.
And David Dobbins came out of Boston.
But he's not originally from Boston.
Okay, then
but
Joe
he's by
Polana.
way of Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Fine.
So-
Yeah. Other than that,
So
Boston.
besides the specific friends that we have and like, fuck Boston.
Yes. And don't even get me started on the Red Sox.
Oh, fuck
No.
the Red Sox.
Yeah. You know, I actually...
Yeah, send the hate mail. Fuck the Red Sox.
Send the hate mail to Lucas's P.O. box. we need our hate. There's been too many hateful comments. We need our hate acoustic.
We need
you
hate
guys
mail.
get hate?
Put a stamp on
Yeah.
your hate.
But I mean, just internet commenters have just been worse lately.
Haters are just fans with insecurities.
Wait, what have you been seeing on the internet?
Well, not for me, but I feel like a lot of trans comics have been getting it really bad lately.
Especially worse than, but like for what has always existed online. Especially worse recently.
I think that like there's been this like recent upswing of like it's totally unregulated and like it's like you can't report any of it for harassment because they'll be like, sounds like you just don't like it, and they'll like offer you to block that person.
Well, it's even like I get a lot and have gotten a lot of comments in the past that are like, not to be a sexist, but she really proves women aren't funny. And at first I would block those, but it never worked.
Yeah.
Like they never got taken down.
No, I still keep commenting.
Lucas is just making burner after burner to bully me.
Yeah, how many burners?
Not
you
even
got?
burners. You can see the check mark. I let people know I'm there.
Lucas is burning on Maine.
A verified account that's like
Women are
24/69 no vaccine. But it's fucking verified with like 2 million followers and it's just women aren't funny.
Wait, I kind of want to do that, but
I know you
it's
want to do
Dr.
that.
Anthony
Had like a
Fauci.
Family Guy like profile picture where it's just like it's extra just garbage. Oh my god, that would be. I kind of want to do that now.
But also apparently, and they get you up in the old Al Gore's rhythm.
In Al Gore's rhythm.
Yeah.
It sounds like an inconvenient
Yeah.
truth. Sounds
Sounds like a
inconvenient.
2000 loss.
The title and inconvenient truth is so funny.
Yeah.
They're like global warming is like burning all around. It's like how
Fucking
inconvenient.
inconvenient.
This is,
But hey, it's true.
it's the
Yeah.
truth.
It's true.
This
Yeah.
thing the
Sorry.
climate's doing, not the vibe.
Yeah, I go outside right now. It's so hot. I'm like, this is not my vibe. Whoa, this is crazy.
Oh my god, loser over here, being humid.
The carbon is just kind of mid, you guys.
Ozone layer, more like snoozone layer. Now you're losing respect for me. Oh, this is.
I was
great.
really excited
Zone.
to do this podcast.
Oh
That's
my
the
god.
thing. I've been looking forward to this all day.
I know you would have rather. Stayed
What
at
went
work,
through your
right?
mind when you heard snooze zone layer?
Snooze zone layer. Nothing actually. That's
Yeah?
the thing. I actually just completely restarted as
It
a
like
human
washed
being.
your brain, like a soothing brain massage.
It's
Yeah.
nice when my brain gets smoothed. Love that.
It's like when you watch an episode of Selling Sunset. It's like, that's so nice. I don't have to think at all.
That's why I watch so much reality television. I am a Bravoholic, as you know.
Yeah.
Bravaholic. What are your shows?
I'm a huge Vanderpump Rules girl.
Yes.
Huge Vanderpump Rules. Have a lot of feelings on
Can
that.
you explain Scandival?
Real quick, I will do so. Yes.
Because I don't understand
Cool. So I really like that this podcast is mostly just you guys making bad jokes and me explaining television.
Yes.
So
Lucas is sitting facing me. Go on.
I will continue. So Scandival. Basically,
Yes,
We're
I'm ready,
listening,
I'm
we're
ready, I'm
listening.
ready. Yes, yes.
basic premise of Vanderpump Rules, catch you up to speed. They're all a bunch of waiters and bartenders who previously have worked for or at one of Lisa Vanderpump's restaurants or bars. Okay? They
Okay.
all fuck.
Who is Lisa Vanderpump?
Don't worry. Just assume she's famous.
A restaurateur.
Yes.
Restaurateur?
Sure. Is that not how you pronounce it? A restaurateur.
Do you want to break the tie?
It's restaurant. It's for sure restaurateur. I'm just in amazement.
Yeah.
You have a graduate degree
Yeah.
in writing.
Oh yeah. But I've never you think I'm writing the bear? You think I've been writing the word restaurateur in my scripts?
No, you've been writing restaurateur.
Yeah. I am writing the bear knockoff. It's just all spelled wrong.
It's just misspellings and anti-Semitism.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Misspellings and anti-Semitism is a great name for a special.
That's Kanye West's next album.
Ooh,
Misspellings
that's what I'm
and
opening for. I'm the
That's gonna be the
I'm the
tour.
misspellings part. And he's the anti-Semitism.
It would be funny if it was the other way around. He's the misspellings and you're the anti-Semitism.
Yeah, I'm bringing the anti-Semitism too. So I'm like, don't worry about it. Remember, well, he's okay with Jews now because he said he watched Jonah Hill in.
That was the
Right.
funniest thing I've
Yeah.
ever
That
seen in my
was-
entire
that
was
life. I mean,
hilarious.
to be clear, also kind of anti-Semitic, but
With Jonah Hill?
no. Just to be like, I have decided I like Jewish people now that I have watched the film 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, all right, he's seen one Jew. I believe it.
Seen one Jew, seen them all.
Well, at least one. At least. So,
Keep
you know,
digging yourself
Some
deeper.
people haven't seen a Jew.
Yeah, you're looking at him right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to move my tongue like that. Okay, so Lisa Vanderpump is a restaurateur.
Yep. And basically, all you need to know for Scandival purposes, there was a couple that was a mainstay of the show, Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix. They'd been together going on 10 years. They own a house together. She's put down money for the bar that he's opening up, so she's in debt with him. She froze her eggs and he was about to fertilize them to make embryos. It comes out in the weeks after the season stops filming that Tom Sandoval has been having an affair with one of Ariana's best friends who's on the show, a girl named Raquel. And the way it comes out is that when he for some reason thinks he's a rock star, he's very bad at it. His phone falls out of his pocket during a concert he's doing. And she said, like, it was just a woman's intuition. She had never looked through his phone before, which is actually in line with her character. I trust her because her whole thing is like, I'm a guy's girl. I like to drink beer and be cool. She was like, I just had a gut feeling. I opened up his phone and there was a screen recording of Raquel and him sexting via FaceTime, diddling themselves. So she calls her to confirm that they were having an affair, and then calls the producers and says, get the cameras back up at my house. And they filmed one last episode of like her confronting him and like their conversation after finding out.
Whoa.
So like the cast really, it happened in real time.
That fucking rules.
It was, I mean, not for her, I would say, but.
Well, no, it was like a real bad thing happened to her, but it sounds like in the same vein as kind of like the Kim sex tape.
Yeah.
She kind of made lemonade out of lemons.
I agree. That's
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
That
She
is
made lemonade
amazing.
out of nudes.
That is amazing
Yes.
gumption to be
Yeah.
like, oh no, we are going to film this. I am committed to the show.
And she just tore his ass up. It was so good.
Oh my
Then they go
God.
on the reunion. And what was really beautiful was so many of the women in the show.
It would be funny if she was like, oh fuck, line?
Can we get production in here? I just don't think that line's working in my scene. What's my character's motivation?
He's like,
here?
"Woo!" And she's like, no, oh, okay, that's
One
good, that's
sec-
good. Keep that. No, go on.
But I mean, she just tore his ass up. She showed up to the reunion wearing like this insane dress. Like she looked so good. And there were all the other women on the show, many of whom had been fighting, in part because half of the women were starting to believe this Raquel bitch, who's the name of the mistress, is kind of fishy. Like she is saying some things about like how she looks at other women that is like weird to us.
What sort of things?
So, for instance, one night she was drunk on a girls' trip in Vegas with the girls, and she was just like out of her mind drunk. And at one point, one of the girls, Lala, says, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, and this was the next morning. She goes like, or this was not the next morning. It was, she says, if you were that drunk and like making decisions like this around like my man, I would be like a little bit nervous. And Lala responds, guess it's good you don't have a man to be nervous about then.
Good.
Like,
yeah.
just a perfect response.
Perfect.
So like the girls had kind of fractured around that, being like half of them giving her benefit of the doubt, the other half being like, no, this is a pattern. And she ended up having an affair with one of the only women who was going to bat for her and giving her the benefit of the doubt and had been sticking up for her the entire time, was the woman she had been having an affair with her boyfriend for 8 months. Right? We're ready to roll, right? You just hear that and you want to go.
This is juicy.
It's juicy.
It's very juicy.
It's juicy.
I gotta start watching this shit.
need
It's so
it.
good.
Well, you know I'm always gonna root for the biggest guy's girl. No, that's not true. But what if that was true about
One
me?
thing about me, I like my girls with a beer in one hand and a shotgun in the other.
What if there was like, and then we'll get into listener submissions, but
Yeah.
what if there was like a kind of girl who was a guy's girl, but for guys' girls?
Oh,
What?
I'm
No, wait,
not
say
a
that
guy's
again?
girl. I'm a guy's girl.
I'm a guy's girl.
Like, I won't drink beer, but I will happily get around for the table.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'll watch a girl
You
watch
guys have fun.
No,
I love to watch a girl watch a guy play video games.
yeah, I'm just something about watching a girl watch a guy play the guitar.
I like seeing her reactions and watching her soul dissipate a little bit.
I really like watching a woman who is laughing at a man who is not funny.
I love that. I love all of it. What do you think, Lucas?
I love life.
I love life.
I do. I
But
love
in all
life.
I think Lucas is kind of a girl's guy.
100%.
Yeah.
Lucas loves watching two women have sex.
Yep.
I don't actually. Not a fan of like lesbian porn.
Oh, so you
Oh,
hate
so
women.
Lucas is
Yes.
a homophobe.
Oh,
Yes,
Lucas is
I
a
hate
homophobe.
women.
Cool.
I hate you. I hate you. If you're at home, I hate you.
Wow. No, and that's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You've got lesbian porn. You've
got
got
lesbian
lesbian porn.
porn.
You've
Got
got
lesbian porn, and we
Yeah.
hate you for it.
Yeah. But no, lesbian porn, I never, no, not my thing.
I always thought it was weird when straight guys are into lesbian porn because I'm like, can you not let us have like one thing? Can you not let
Yeah.
women have fun without you for like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I've been doing a joke about this on stage, but I feel like I have a hard time watching porn because I need the people in the porn to seem like they're good coworkers. Like, not in love, like, ew, gross, but there's this one time I was watching two women fucking, and it was doing nothing for me. It was doing nothing for me. And then the webcam froze, and they started troubleshooting it. And I was like, oh,
This is
doing
Yeah.
everything for me. Turn that vibrator up to 50%.
Yeah. Wait, this reminds me of something. Before we get into listener submissions, there's something that we talked about a while ago that just blew my mind. Which
I'm
was
scared.
that, okay, you were watching, I think it was like a guy jerking off in a porn.
No, it wasn't a guy jerking off.
What
it was
was
the girl
happening?
jerking off.
It was like, I think she was sucking the guy off.
Uh-huh. And he didn't have like the face of like he was enjoying himself.
Yeah.
And then she and I were talking about like what kind of face you have when you're jerking off. We did talk about that, and I was like, it's not a happy face.
Why not?
And you said, "What? You should look like you're happy." I'm like, no. Guys don't jerk off because they're happy.
Why do
It's
that?
not out of joy. It's out of like a physical necessity. It's like it needs to get out.
I mean, why
You
know?
need to get out.
Yeah.
you need to get out? I mean, what?
Can we masturbate you from this room?
Why do you think we do it? Poetry?
I
Wait,
whisper
okay, why
words
do you
of
do it then?
affirmation in the mirror to myself.
I am worthy of joy.
I can be loved. I am loved. I can be loved. I am loved.
Sometimes, so I have trouble masturbating, which is another thing I've been talking about on stage. And there are times I have to talk to myself like a soccer coach and be like, keep going. You can do it.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
You'll get the ball in.
What do you think sex
Like a soccer
is?
coach.
Yeah, I want the ball in. That's what I want. I want to have the kind of sex where
We're the ball. One ball.
penetrated with one ball. That's what I want. Okay, we gotta get to submissions now. 'Cause
Okay,
this
this is
off
so weird.
the rails. Okay, so people write in. Sometimes they ask for advice.
Okay.
Sometimes they just want us to like comment on their lives.
I'll happily do that.
Oh, what's happening?
I accidentally hit alerts for you, Lucas. When
That's
I
okay.
posted.
All right, so
Here, I have one pulled up.
oh, I have one as well.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so hi Meerkats, I need some advice and can't ask anyone around me. I, 20F, have been in a relationship with my boyfriend, 20M, for going on 3 years now. Congrats. He's a great guy, but I don't know if I can say the same when it comes to our relationship. I try to be the best possible girlfriend, but I feel like he does nothing for our relationship. As of recently, I feel like I'm losing interest because I don't know if it's genuine or caused by him irritating me by constantly asking if I'm still attracted to him because I don't want to have sex as much as we used to. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid that if I leave him, I'll realize it was a mistake. But if I don't, I might miss out on even more than I already have in life.
I do feel uniquely qualified to weigh in
Oh,
here.
weigh in. This is
So
all you.
I was in a 3-year-long relationship when I was 20 years old, and I felt the exact same way. Where I was like, I think we're in love. Like we've had this like long history together. You're such a great guy. But like this relationship is now me doing all the work or feeling like I'm doing all the work and then not wanting to fuck you because I resent you. It was a musical number, actually.
That's for Wicked, right?
Yeah. Real, recognize real. And he ended up dumping me.
I've seen it.
Not surprised. He ended up dumping me when and the way he did it was I was going to go study abroad. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Name her. Yeah.
And like right before I was going to leave, we had agreed that we were going to take a break. And then the day before I'm about to leave, he goes, by the way, I don't think we're going to get back together. And at the time, I truly thought it was like the worst thing that had ever happened to me. Lord's Melodrama had just been released, and I would listen to it twice a day on the way to and from class.
Yeah.
And I would drink a bottle of red wine like every 2 days. Like, it was just, I was in a bad place. Looking back, thank God this man dumped me. Thank goodness gracious. Because I was just gonna, it sounds like you, beloved Meerkat, are a hardworking girl who wants to be committed to this relationship, and you keep feeling like if you do better or you do more, it's gonna get better. But maybe, you know, you're 20 and things just aren't working anymore, and that's okay. And he can be great, but he can also be great while not being your partner. And you can each go find other people who are more suited to meet you where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would also say, out of zero personal experience, that sometimes things just do run their course. And, you know...
And sometimes after things run their course, it's time to be mommy.
It's...
Call Gabby is what we're saying.
Sometimes you really get into your mommy era, and you could do that at any age.
With or without children.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so mommy of you. That was so mommy of
thank
you
you,
to say.
Daddy.
Oh.
That disgusted you.
I've got another one pulled up.
Oh, yes.
Hey, flesh bags. Thank you. Love the show. As two native New Yorkers, I'd like your advice on this. I'm a transplant, moved to the city 3 years ago. I've noticed every transplant has at least one relative that thinks of New York as the most dangerous place on earth. For me, that's my cousin, who we'll call Marcus. To give an example, a few months after I moved, he asked what the most popular gang in my neighborhood was. He and my aunt also used to send articles of robberies and stabbings that happened nowhere near me to talk about how I moved to a dangerous area. Marcus now has an internship that will put him in the city for a couple weeks soon. I'm excited to see him, but I also want to freak him out because of all the things he said over the years. When he tells me where he's staying, I will tell him that's where some of the stabbings he sent me happened. What are some more things I can do to keep him on his toes?
Okay, I've got one. Tell them that there's a gang that is musical based, and if you don't join in and say the lyrics perfectly, they stab you.
Figure out where he's like, where in the city he's gonna stay or move, and then go to the local coffee shop nearest to him, go to like the laundromat nearest to him, and just graffiti fake gang signs. And then in the weeks leading up to his move, start sending him articles about like gang warnings.
Ooh. I've got an even scarier one. Just tell him about the concept of improv everywhere.
Oh, that's
and he'll
good.
never want to come back to New York.
Yep.
Show him the Tin Man who freezes in Central Park.
Oh my God. The naked cowboy.
Oh, I see that man everywhere.
They're everywhere. More naked cowboys. They live in that cube in like near Astor Place.
Take him to the McDonald's on Delancey.
Yeah, just actually, like, the thing you could do is just take him to, one time I, like, went up to the Bronx, and this, like, I was, like, ordering, I was trying to get to Pelham Bay Park, and then I couldn't go because I had to, it was, like, too far of a commute, yada, yada, but I, like, stopped into a McDonald's to pee, and this woman came up to me and was like, you know, people are crazy around here. You gotta be careful. And I was like,
Oh.
yeah. And she was like, this man on the train just tried to steal my bag. You gotta watch yourself. And she was like clearly a local to the area. I was like, okay, sure.
In all fairness, my first night as an adult in New York City, I very much was solicited as a prostitute. So
Did you do it?
What'd
did
you
I make
offer?
money?
Yeah.
No, I
What were
didn't.
your-
So I was trying to get an Uber, and then I got in the car, and
you got on the wrong app.
and he was, and he was like, "How much?" And I was like, "You're my driver. You tell me." And he was like, "I'm not your driver." And I was like, "You're not my driver." And I got out of the car.
Oh, you didn't check the license plate first?
No, we were beyond that.
My mom lived in Times Square in the 80s, and she said that she had to move apartments one time because it turned out her roommate was a sex worker soliciting like really scary men over
And she would bring them back to the apartment?
Yeah, and it's not even like the kind of sex work we have now where it's all like above board and online, right? It's just like
It's not kind of like our fancy regulated weed dispensary sex work.
Yeah, it was like scary guys coming to the apartment. Like she was like, but
It
she
was,
was
hey, who's around?
She was naive at the time. She was like, I wonder where my friend is getting all these wonderful new male friends.
Where is she
Wonderful
finding
new
her
male.
suitors?
She's a guy's girl.
And me, I'm a guy's girl.
My mom is such a guy. I'm a guy's girl. Yeah.
Yeah, we got there.
Should we do one
Guys,
more?
girl,
Yeah.
wait. Yeah, there's one more that I want to pull up. Oh yeah, deathly fear of dinosaurs. Well, you're in luck.
Buddy.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah. Wait, that's it? That's the whole
That was
That's
it.
the whole question?
There is okay. There
Deathly
is
fear of
there is-
dinosaurs?
There's another hyper.
Avoid museums.
Yes, exactly. There is another hyper brief one that says, "I'm a gay man and I can't wait for science to let me have my husband's baby. That is all." But now on to the submission. No, I'm kidding. No, but that is what the submission
I
says.
get it.
That's very
I
cute.
get it.
Thank you for sharing that wish with us.
Yeah. I hope science allows you to do that.
Hey,
one
buddy,
day.
I think science might be closer than you think.
Yeah.
Science is cool. Wait, there actually is one more that
Oh, yes.
I think is like a real one. So for background, I'm in high school and I'm a grade above. I think this is supposed to say the person I like.
Yes.
Also, I'm a girl. So I asked a dude out who is in the grade below. Never mind. I'm a grade above the person I like. So I asked a dude out who is a grade below me at 1 a.m. Spur of the moment thing. I expected a no, but he said yes. And I was supposed to plan the date, but I have strict parents who said no. So then I didn't talk to him for a while. I explained the situation that we should get to know each other better. And all he said was okay. Did I hurt his feelings? I know he was probably really disappointed. What do I do? Please help me out.
I think he's just a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I think he's just like a little
like
bit
those?
thrown. Oh.
Oh my God. Gabby, that's you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you are mommy.
I keep getting us confused because we're both women.
Oh, yeah. That's, thank you.
I keep switching.
I forgot about that.
I keep switching us up.
I keep confusing you two as people I don't like to listen to. Because you're women. Did that not land?
Women.
Damn it.
Okay.
We're gonna unionize against
Yeah.
him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to misogynize in a way that's
Two
relatable.
striking meerkats.
Joining the picket lines. We like have these highly specific picket signs. Like
Yeah,
Lucas Arnold is kind of a piece of shit. Everyone's like, we're striking at Zaslav, dude. What are you doing?
It's just my head, and they're like, who is this? Who's ever seen this? No, but back to this. I mean, like, is it? I kind of feel like she maybe should have brought it up with her parents. Maybe
No.
first. No.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I shouldn't be giving like bad advice to underage children.
Yeah.
But
That's what this is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, here's what I would listen. As somebody who liked to loop a hole in high school,
Sorry, what?
Loop a hole.
loop a hole.
I have never heard of that.
It means find a loophole.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But it,
You ever
but,
looped a hole?
I have a master's
Consensual.
degree in writing.
You never looped a hole before.
I never loop it.
That's an Italian man wiping his ass. I loop a hole.
That please,
In any
please,
That was
Italian
Jake.
men.
That was Jake Letizia. Yeah, loop at the hole.
Loop a hole.
Yeah, guys, we're just kidding. Italian men would never wipe their ass.
I would just like ask if you. So here's the thing. I think that this kid just sounds like he's a 15-year-old boy who's going along with the flow because a girl has never liked him before, and he's gonna just kind of entertain that. He might. My guess is, like, my personal experience was a lot of the guys I was interested in, like 9th, 10th, 11th grade, were not maybe as like had not figured out that they like girls as much to be at a level where they're like actively pursuing it. You know what I mean? Like they're blooming later. So I could kind of see this kid's just going along with whatever you say, but not necessarily upset about it. So don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think many young guys who are straight like don't maybe they don't put that much stake into the girls they like because they're not.
The gay guys are caring so deeply about the girls they like.
I mean, that is true. They're standing. But it's like...
I was about to say, like, they put in the effort in on the romance. They really...
She's their profile picture on Twitter.
Oh, my God.
Could you imagine
They're making videos going...
a girl in your math class?
In your pre-calc class.
I would do that. I'm going to start randomly standing someone, like, so absolutely ancillary to the comedy community.
Wait, make a video like, hey, baby girl.
Hey, I love you more than all the stars in the sky. You've seen that video, right?
Oh,
what is this?
Oh, we'll show you. We'll show you.
With Josh Nasser last week. But
yeah.
There's a great video of a middle school
Old
boy,
video.
and it's really old. It's from like 2005, and he's talking to his crush Brianna, and he's shirtless in the video, and it's really creepy, and he's breathing pretty heavily, and it's just him being like, "Hey, baby girl."
I hope this video doesn't scare you. Doesn't he say that? Like,
Yeah. He says he
it's
hopes it
so
doesn't,
weird.
but it
I saw
does.
an old meme going around recently that was like clearly a picture taken at like either a mosque or some kind of like local Muslim community center because it was an advertisement for a halal family movie night. And the advertisement was for, quote, Finding Nemo 2. And then what they put under that was, Inshallah, they find him.
Yeah. I love that meme. Inshallah, they find him.
That's adorable. That's so funny. But back to this poor. Yeah, he's either someone who's like very disinterested or overly interested.
And inshallah, it's the first.
Inshallah, you find him.
Inshallah, they find their love.
Yep.
Yeah.
And inshallah, we are now at our final segment of the podcast. You've been an amazing guest.
Yes. Thank you for having
We
me.
like to ask every guest the same question, which is, how do you, Catherine Lindsay, feel that you are perceived by other people? And then we'll tell you how we actually perceive you.
Okay. I kind of feel like I'm perceived as like a Girl Scout troop leader, you know? Like I can be very positive and sweet, but like if you mess with like my logistics or my values, I will destroy you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the Girl Scouts do.
Yeah.
That is interesting to me because I don't know if I saw you as like as scary as that.
Oh,
No. I don't
interesting.
see you as aggressive like that.
Really? Okay,
No.
I'll turn
I don't
it
see
up.
aggression.
Yeah, you got to turn it up. But I know you're a Miami Latina, so
So what does that mean, Gabby?
it means, you know, that you're cool and fun and and sometimes probably have a little bit of a temper due to circumstances beyond your control.
So you perceive to be. So your
No, I
answer
don't
is you
perceive you that
perceive
way.
me as a fiery, spicy Miami Latina.
I actually do. I'm fucking around. Here's how I actually perceive you. I think something I think is really cool about you is like, I think one of the first times I got to know you was when we were like on mushrooms at your apartment.
Nice.
And
Is that okay to say?
Yeah, that's fine. It's cat's out of the bag on that one. I
yeah,
think.
All right.
And I just feel like I remember watching you and Clara have these little like side conversations where you just start riffing about like the state of like television distribution in the world. And I've known Clara a long time, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad Clara found someone who in a weird way is like exactly like them. Like you're very like smart and kind of like big picture-y about things, and you're not afraid to express your opinions even if people in the room like don't necessarily agree or are saying something like
Even if they're fucking stupid.
well, I feel like
Yeah.
I've said
Even
shit
if they're fucking left wing.
I've said shit that's like very uncle, and you're like, Gabby, like that's not correct. Like you should
Gabby,
reevaluate.
you're giving uncle.
You should reevaluate that, and I honestly respect that a lot about you. I was just fucking with you earlier. I don't perceive you as a spicy Latina. What if I was like, I perceive you as white?
I perceive you as white and straight.
White and straight, yeah. I perceive you as really heterosexual.
I knew we had so much in common.
And one actual way I do perceive you is like very, like, I feel like you like know a lot of people and have seen a lot of things.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
A woman of the world. That's what you're saying. Fucking hell, my landline at the right fucking Jesus. No, but Catherine, what I would say about how I perceive you, I see you as like you're very generous with your energy, and you're an excellent host, and I can see you as someone that loves to curate a really positive experience for people that you love.
Yes, you like curating a vibe.
I do love a vibe. I love to curate a vibe. That's actually why I want to go into filmmaking. I just want to be professionally curating vibes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think like being in your apartment even is just like very well decorated.
You can. It's like, oh, I know exactly what someone is going for. When I first walked in, I was like, oh, okay, all right. It was like, it was very cozy. It was like, oh, I want to sit down. I can relax. This is nice. It's very classy.
Well,
it's
thank
very
you very
classy,
much.
cozy.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, so I'm a well-cultured, classy lady.
Yes, that's very much you.
I kind of think that's true.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Self-love.
Self-love!
Yay. But where can people experience this classy lady loveliness? Where can people find you online? Where are you going to be? Where can you tell the people?
Thank you. You can follow me on Instagram at Catherine K. Lindsay, and Catherine is with a C. And then also you can come to my show, Copacabana, at the Midnight Theater on July 22nd and or August 25th. August 25th if you want to see the lovely Gabby Jordan Brown.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That is the Copacabana.
You get there? Okay.
Copacabana.
Maybe you won't see her there, actually.
I'll probably have an aneurysm.
The
Copa. Follow me on
That's actually what all Spanish sounds like to Gabby.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You wanna go
really
on?
dug myself in a deep hole this episode, and I loved it so much.
Yeah, we love Hole.
We love Hole. You can follow me. If you've listened to the end of this episode, you already follow me. Come follow me around IRL and follow my new show account, Wait But Are You Sure? And If We Did It, comedy. Because
Yes.
If We Did It's having a new show at some point, date TBD.
Yes, don't follow me in person. I don't like it. But you can follow Gabby. Sorry. But yeah, I think I will be on the Dan Wix's birthday show.
Dan Wick's birthday show. I will also be on that.
Yes,
That'll be fun.
Yes.
That is going to be fun. I'm going to be in London at the end of the month. I'm going to post about. I just got a bunch of emails for like bookers, and I'm excited to reach out to them a little later
But her
today.
emails.
But her emails. Hillary
Booker,
Clinton.
I hardly know
Hillary
her.
Clinton is my agent.
Hey!
But yeah, I'm gonna be in London. I'll be posting about what shows I managed to wedge myself on. I'm also going to be doing the Asheville Comedy Festival and then the Burbank Comedy Festival immediately afterwards. So I'm going to be in North Carolina and LA. It's going to be my first time in LA. I'm very excited.
Oh, you're going to have fun.
I'll send you
Yeah.
some recs.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you to our listeners. Thank you to our producer, Haley.
Thank you so much.
We've-
And thank you to Catherine.
And thank you to Catherine. Catherine, do you
you.
have any final words of wisdom?
Latinas are spicy.
And you said that.
Do you want to repeat that?
No! I love Jews.
Beautiful.